of work of the police officers is such that they are regularly exposed to incidents of violence. They deal with victims of violence, and sometimes they also become directly affected by violence because of being attacked or being in situations where their life may be threatened. So they also can experience a lot of stress symptoms, secondary traumatic stress because of exposure to individuals who've gone through trauma, or their own direct stress because of being impacted in ways where the threat was to their own lives. So if there is an environment in the police that does not condemn violence, but in fact where there is a norm or there is an unsaid rule or a said rule to use violence, then there are chances that this kind of violence may further exacerbate their stress, may make them desensitized to how people would feel when they experience violence, and a lot of othering may happen, that people with whom they are using violence, it kind of becomes justified. So in order to keep a check on that, because we also understand that this is, while this may be that work needs to be done at both levels, at the level, but first and foremost at the level of the system, where it has to be condemned and torture has to be condemned. And these practices, there needs to be clear policies that keep a check on individuals who are going outside their domain and what they are supposed to do and using violence. So that also would need to be checked. But certainly for anyone, and it's not just for police, if violence is not condemned and becomes a norm, then there are more chances that people will become desensitized and would think that it is okay to use it and would not think twice before using it. So it creates this kind of an environment where everyone continues being a certain way, which is not helpful.